Okay, so got lower body, hamstrings, a little bit of back session coming up today. So I'm going to go through initially my lower body mobility routine. So start off with loosening off my hips, hip flexors. So I'm going to do a couch stretch. The idea is if your hips are too tight, then you're not going to have any range obviously here, and you're probably going to overcompensate from your lower back. So if you suffer a lot of lower back pain when you try and train legs, the chances are it's probably because your hip flexors and around your hips are very tight. So I'm going to run through a few bits and pieces I do initially to get myself warmed up and loosened up, specifically focusing around the hip area. So I'll take you through it now. Okay, so this is basically an active release technique on your hip flexor and TFL here. So I'm going to use the hard handle of the kettlebell on the weight. I'm basically going to stick that into there, find a juicy spot, and there it's sore or it's stiff, and then lean into it and hold that there for 30 seconds, and I can feel that all the way through the outside of my leg, into my hip. As you hold it, you can lean into it more to increase the pressure. That should drop out a lot of the tightness in around your hip area. So this isn't a sex toy, this is massage gun. So what I like to do this, stick it on full power, and stick it again into my top of my hip flexor, my iliac crest, my hip bone. And then what I'll do is take the leg through range of motion, and that should get a lot of that pressure and tension out of the hip to drop out. Okay, so lastly for my lower body warm-up routine, I do what's called a sprinter's pose. It's basically a lunge, and I'm going to stand, lift one leg, hold it up, and that's going to get my hamstring glute firing on one side and also my rec fem on the other. Now, like originally 3-4 months ago, I could not do this at all on my right side. I couldn't stand on my right leg like that. So this again is showing how the stability of my hips, my hamstrings, glutes has improved from making myself do these warm-up routines, which are also a form of prehab. So I'm going to go through this now. I'll probably do a length up and down, just get myself fired up, get a hip stable, and take it through it now.